Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we'll discuss about method overloading in Java. In our previous class, we already discussed about constructor overloading. Please watch that class and come back here. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Now, we are going to understand first what is method overloading. At the end, we are going to get clarity about what's the use of method overloading. Now coming to the method overloading, let's take an example class calc. We are writing a class called calc. In this we are having two methods, void add of int x int y. So this add of method is going to take two input variables, and we have one more method add of int x int y int z. This method is going to take three input variables. You need to observe that both methods are having the same method name. So whenever we are having same method names, we call it as method overloading. But whenever we look at these two methods, we observe one thing. The input variables are different. Here two input variables, here three input variables. This line we call it as method signature. This point when we discuss method signature, when we discussed about methods. So whenever we are using the concept of method overloading, so during the calling of methods, which method we have to call? According to the signature matching, number of input matching, it is going to call. So example, let's take an example. So we take one more class test 3. Here we are having a main method. In this we are creating an object for calc class ob.add_of 1, 5. So this number of inputs, how many inputs are there? 1, 5, 2 inputs are there. Which method it is going to match? The first one it is going to match. So it is going to execute the first method, add of this, which signature it is going to match? This one. Similarly, if you take the second ob.add of 2, 7, 5, which one it is matching? The second add method it is going to match. So according to the signature match, according to the number of inputs, it is going to call the required method. So that's why identify required method based on the inputs. Not only based on the number of inputs, it is going to check the type of input also. This point you need to understand. So whenever you are using the concept of method overloading, during the calling of methods, it is going to check the number of inputs and type of inputs. The next example shows you the type of inputs. Class calc, the same with little bit extension. This method is having two variables of type int. This method is having two variables of type double. Again, add of int x, int y, int z. Means three variables. Not only number of inputs, it is going to check the type of input also. This point is very, very important to understand. Let's check the example ob.add of 1.5, 5.5. So the input, whenever you are calling the method add of, which input it is going to match? 1.5, 5.5. It is floating point values, means it is going to match the double. So that's why this method is going to be called. Because these two methods having the same number of inputs, it is going to check the type of input. So this is what the concept of method overloading. So what's the use of this method overloading? Suppose if you want to use this class calc, see here. So you are creating an object for this class and you are going to use the method called add. So the programmer who is using this class, he is going to get a feeling that with a single class, with a single method, add method, I am going to use two variable integer addition, two variable floating point addition, three variable addition. So you are getting a feeling of with single input method, single method, you are going to do all those things. In order to provide that, this method overloading concept is very, very helpful. If you don't have this method overloading concept, how we are going to write? Add of int x, int y. We should not give the same name. Add floating point numbers of x, y. We need to change the method name. Add floating point number of. Some name you have to give. The third one, add three input variable of int x, int y, int z. For each method you have to provide a different name. It is not proper to use different names for same addition of two numbers, addition of three numbers, addition of floating point numbers. giving the same method name is very flexible for usage. That's why method overloading concept is very important for good programming practice. Hope you understand the use of method overloading concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.